Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more.
Hey guys, so today I thought I would film just a little quick video. So I know I said I wasn't going to be uploading during lockdown, but obviously lockdown is starting to ease a little bit, and originally I did say that because obviously everybody was at home all the time. I film in my living room, and for some reason I just feel really awkward about the thought of filming around other people anyway. I don't know why, because my family totally get what I do. Obviously lockdown, as I said, is easing a little bit. It's still not like completely over, but my dad has gone back to work and they're just taking all the safety measures and everything. And my mum goes out once a day just to do medication for my nana, as my nana lives alone and can't do it for herself. So, and that's done from the window and no contact and safety measures taken and everything as well. So I had a little bit of time where the house was empty to film a video. So I was thinking, what can I do that is fairly quick to film, but also a good enough video, obviously, for me to upload? So I thought I would do a Q&A, as I've gained some more followers on Instagram recently and I've gained some more subscribers. Throughout lockdown, I think I've gained probably over 20 subscribers. So yeah, through lockdown I hit 60 subscribers and now I've hit 70 subscribers. I'm currently at 71. So thank you guys so much for that. That means so much to me. So I thought a Q&A is a good way for new followers and new subscribers to get to know me a little bit. So yeah, I have my phone right here. Can we just take a minute to talk about this phone case? So this arrived the other day. I ordered it on like the 3rd of May, I think. And it arrived the other day and it just says dogs before dudes, and it is a Molly Burke phone case from her Fanjoy merchandise. I did get a hoodie as well, but when it came it's too big, so I'm in the process of returning that and getting a smaller size. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys that before we get into the questions, as the questions are on my phone. So I have screenshot all the questions and I'm just going to sit and answer them for you. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been on YouTube? I have been on YouTube for 2 years now. My YouTube turned 2, shall we say, on the 20th of May this year. So quite recently, honestly. But yeah, my last video was actually a 2 years on YouTube video. It was just like a little montage of some of my favourite clips and memories from the last 2 years of being on YouTube. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it up here in the iCard. I think it's on this side. I haven't filmed in so long. And down in the description if you want to go check it out. If you haven't watched it yet, I'd really appreciate if you did check it out, as it took me nearly 2 weeks to edit it, honestly. But I am so happy with how it turned out. I absolutely love it. I think it might be one of my favourite videos I've ever edited. But yeah, so I have been on YouTube for 2 years now. Okay, so the next question I got asked a few times, and that is basically, what inspired you to start YouTube? So I feel like I might end up rambling a little bit on this, so I apologise in advance. But basically, I started watching YouTubers in 2014, and I'm pretty sure Zoella was the first YouTuber I ever watched, and I kind of just found other YouTubers from her channel and from there. And I feel like I quickly figured out from the beginning that this was her job and that was what she was making a living doing. And I feel like I kind of looked at it in a way of, okay, I think I could do that. Not in a way of, oh, that looks so easy, like I could totally do that. Because if you make YouTube videos as well, you'll know this is not easy in the slightest. So much time is put into editing, filming, uploading, thumbnails, etc, etc. This is not easy, but it is so worth it. But I feel like I kind of looked at it in a way of, okay, I'm not the most confident person, but I feel like this is something I could do. I could see this being a job for me. Not that I do YouTube for it to become a job. I would absolutely love for it to one day, but I'm not doing this simply to make money out of it. I do this because I love it. But yeah, like I say, I looked at it as kind of, I feel like that's something I could do. I feel like I could be good at that, and I like to think that hopefully I am. Sorry, I feel like I'm going kind of off topic, but I didn't have the confidence at first to start YouTube straight away, so I actually went down the same route that I feel like Zoe went down, which was to start blogging first. So I started my blog in 2017 just to kind of build my confidence, and I mean, I still do my blog. It'll be linked in the description if you're interested in giving it a read. And then, like I said, in 2018 I started my channel because I finally felt like I had somewhat of the confidence to do so. If you watched my first video, or if you have seen my first video, it is very cringe. I'm definitely way more confident on camera now than I was back then. But I actually remember the one YouTube video that really pushed me to actually post my first video. So I filmed my first video probably not too long before I uploaded it, but I had it filmed probably a fair bit before I uploaded it, just so it was there for when I was ready. And I remember on the 19th of May 2018, I know I'm very specific with these dates, Alfie Days uploaded a vlog. I'm pretty sure it's called something like This Nearly Didn't Happen. I'll link it in the description if you want to see what I'm talking about. And at the end, I feel like this was something he did in vlogs quite a bit back then. He asked Zoe for some words of wisdom. I think they were on their way back from an event, not that that's important to my YouTube journey. And he asked Zoe for some words of wisdom, and I can't remember exactly what she said. I forgot to watch the video before filming, but she basically said something about, if there's something you're afraid of doing, just do it. And at that time, YouTube was something I was kind of scared to do. I was scared to kind of put myself out there talking and more like this. I don't know how to put it, but obviously blogging, it was just like photos of me. I wasn't actually saying anything, and so I was obviously scared to upload my first video. I feel like everybody is, and then you obviously grow in confidence from there. I'm so sorry, I feel like I'm really rambling. I feel like I really should have planned these questions out a bit better before I actually filmed this, but I was like, no, I'm gonna wing it. But yeah, and literally the next day, obviously the 20th of May, when I started my channel, I uploaded my first YouTube video. So I guess I have Zoe and Alfie to thank for that. Alfie for asking Zoe for words of wisdom, and Zoe for saying to do something you're afraid of, because the next day I uploaded my first YouTube video. So I feel like that was the push I needed at that time. So yeah, it was essentially other YouTubers, Zoe, Alfie, mostly Zoe. I feel like she's my biggest YouTube inspiration. But yeah, it was other YouTubers and seeing how fun it looked and those words of wisdom from Zoe that inspired me to start my YouTube. Now I know I rambled on that question quite a bit. I hope it made sense. I'm so sorry if it didn't, but I think it did, hopefully. The next question is, what do you plan out your videos on? Honestly, it varies. Sometimes if I'm out and I come up with like a video idea, or I think of a video idea, I'll just write it in my phone, or if I'm at home, I'll sometimes sit and like plan videos in a notebook. Sometimes for Q&As, I will write out like bullet points of things I want to kind of cover or say about that question, which I didn't do today and I probably should have. But I don't tend to do that super often for videos. I probably should start planning out my videos a bit more written. Like, I'm not saying scripted, obviously, because I don't want my videos to be scripted. I like to just talk and kind of just wing it. But I do feel like I could do to write down bullet points of things I want to cover every now and then, because I feel like I have a habit of rambling, like the last question. But if I have video ideas, I'll just write them down in my phone sometimes, or I'll write them in a notebook. If there's things I want to buy for that video, I'll start planning those, write them down. Sometimes I'll look on like websites at makeup and stuff that I could like buy for a video. But I wouldn't say I spend ages planning my videos. Mostly I just write down video ideas in a notebook or on my phone, like I said. And for Q&As, I'll sometimes write down like bullet points I want to cover to do with that question. And obviously for my 50 facts about me video, I had the facts written down. But I tend to not write too many notes for videos or anything. Probably should start doing so, just so that I don't ramble as much. But honestly, I just like sitting down and just saying whatever comes to me, if that makes sense. Although at the beginning of this year, I did actually sit down and start a Google document on my laptop. One for my blog, one for my channel. And I listed all different blog posts and all different videos that I wanted to film throughout the different months of the year. But obviously with lockdown, I feel like that's kind of gone out the window a little bit, as I'm not able to go out and do some of the things that I wanted to film. But yeah, I hope that answers that question for you. I don't do a huge amount of planning. I just like to kind of sit down and see what happens, I guess. So yeah, that's that question. Okay, so the next question is, what is your go-to look? Now, I'm assuming this means makeup look, and I would say, honestly, I don't think I have a go-to look as such. Obviously, through lockdown, I have not really been wearing makeup. I think this is the third time I've worn makeup. The first time was on Easter Sunday, and that was pretty much just for Instagram photos because I wanted to post something. The second time was when I tried to recreate a Hailey Bieber makeup look, and the third time is obviously right now to film. But before lockdown, I feel like I don't really have a go-to look, but I feel like my most popular look I'll go for most of the time is kind of like one shade on the lid, my usual face makeup, and a nude lip. As of about March last year, when I got my Zoella X Colourpop range, I really feel like I've been reaching for nude lipsticks more, which I never used to wear, so that was a nice change. But I wouldn't say I have a go-to look. I tend to just kind of go with whatever I feel that day. It also depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing, how much time I have to get ready and do my makeup. If I have a bit more time and I'm going somewhere where I want to dress up a little bit more or do my makeup up a bit more, I will sometimes go for a few more like shades on the lid and maybe a darker lip sometimes. But it really just varies based off of where I'm going and what I'm doing, and like I said, how much time I have. But I'd say the look I go for the most is just one shade on the lid, face makeup, like my usual face makeup, and a nude lip, just to keep it simple. Or if I want something a little bit quicker, I'll go for like what I've done today, which is just wearing concealer instead of like foundation, concealer and everything. I'm just wearing concealer, powder, bronzer, blush, highlight today rather than foundation as well, because it's a little bit lighter and just like a kind of natural eyeshadow with a wing and a nude lip. But like I said, it varies. So I hope that answers that question well enough for you. Moving on to the next question. Okay, so the next question, I feel like it's kind of a hard one, and it is, who is your biggest inspiration in life? Now, if you just said who's your biggest inspiration in dance, could have probably answered that one really easily. Could have listed quite a few. If you just said who's your biggest YouTube inspiration, could have answered that straight away. But my biggest inspiration in life, I really don't know. Obviously, like my mum and family. I don't really know that I have like an inspiration in life, shall we say. I kind of feel like I just do my own thing, to be honest. Obviously, I am myself. I am, I guess, uniquely me. There is no other me. But as far as a biggest inspiration in life, I really don't know. Like, there are dancers who obviously inspire me, and like things that they've said that I kind of apply to life, I guess. Like, for example, I think it was at one of the Teen Choice Awards, Chloe Lucasiak, who is one of my favourite dancers, did like a whole speech about how if someone tells you can't do something, basically go ahead and prove them wrong. And so I definitely kind of live by that, I'd say, a little bit. Like, if someone tells me, you know, like, for example, I'm pretty sure I've been told dance isn't a job, I am then more determined to do that as my job and prove them wrong. Like, I guess some people would say YouTube isn't a job, some people would say blogging isn't a job, and I feel like I'm just determined to prove them wrong and prove that I can do this. But yeah, back to the question anyway. I feel like I'm really rambling today, I'm sorry. I think it's because I haven't filmed in so long, I just like feel like I have so much to say. But as for biggest inspiration in life, I'm really not sure. I'm sorry, I can't think of anyone, I'm not really sure. Obviously family inspire me, and friends, and you know, like people in different industries like YouTube and dance inspire me all in different ways. But as for an inspiration in life in general, I really don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of just me. I do things my way, I feel like. So I hope that answers that for you. I'm sorry I couldn't actually answer it properly. But yeah, I'm sorry. I really can't think of like a biggest inspiration in life. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But on to the next question. Okay, so the next question is another one that kind of got me thinking. And I was like, okay, I've never actually thought about this, if I'm being honest. And so the next question was, do you believe there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Now, I feel like most people know that this is kind of something that people will say. They'll say that it's like, at the end of the rainbow, there's like a pot of gold. But honestly, I've never really thought about whether I believe it or not. I've never actually thought about that. Like, it's just never something that's crossed my mind. So honestly, I'm not sure what I believe. I guess, you know, anything's possible. Never say never. You know, God works in mysterious ways. Maybe he decided, let's put a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but who knows? I guess nobody really knows. And so I'm not really sure what I think of that, to be honest. So again, I'm sorry I couldn't really answer that question, but it's just not really something that's ever crossed my mind. But that is a really good question, and it really gets you thinking. Actually, I'm going to put that question to you guys as well. So let me know in the comments, is that something that's ever crossed your mind? Have you ever thought about it? Do you believe it? Do you not? If so, why? Why not? Like, let me know. I'm intrigued. But yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't really answer that question. I've just never really thought about that, honestly. Okay, so the next question is definitely an easier question to answer, and that is, what is your favourite fast food restaurant? My favourite fast food restaurant is definitely McDonald's. I just love their food so much. I know it's not healthy, but I just love it. I actually had my first McDonald's since lockdown the other day, and honestly, I missed it so much. It was so good, and I forgot how much I love their McFlurries. It's like, no ice cream will ever come close, for me, I feel like, to a McDonald's McFlurry. My favourite McFlurry is definitely the Smarty one. I'm so glad they brought that back. I missed that so much. I feel like you just can't beat the taste of McDonald's ice cream. And now I really want a McFlurry. But yeah, my favourite fast food is McDonald's. Okay, so we're on to the last two questions, and the next question is, what is your favourite clothing brand? Honestly, I love to shop at H&M. Before lockdown, that became like a new favourite. In fact, the top I'm wearing right now is actually H&M. I just love the style of their clothes in there. I just feel like they're very me. I also love Primark. Their jeans are like my favourite jeans. I went through a stage, I feel like, where I didn't wear jeans for quite a while. I just found them quite uncomfortable. But oh my gosh, Primark's jeans, especially their super stretch jeans, they're just so comfy. Like, they don't even feel like jeans sometimes. I mean, I like New Look, but I wouldn't say it's a favourite. Like, I'll shop in there sometimes, but I feel like sometimes in New Look, more so recently, like before lockdown, I find it harder to find things in New Look that I like. So I say favourites are H&M, love the style of their clothes, and Primark, I love the style of their clothes too. Those two shops just have very me clothing, I feel like. I always find something I like in there, whether I'm going in just to have a look around or whether I'm actually going with the intention of actually buying something. I always find something I love, and I always end up looking back on pictures that I've taken in the changing room of things that I haven't bought and thinking, you know what, I might go back and get that, because I just love their clothes so much. So yeah, H&M and Primark are definitely my favourite places to shop as far as clothes. Okay, on to the final question of this Q&A, and that is, what is your favourite colour? Now, this might be weird, but I feel like I really don't have a favourite colour. I really like blue, I like light blue, but I don't know that I say it's my favourite colour anymore. I don't know that I actually have a favourite colour anymore, but I definitely really like light blue. But I don't think I actually have like a solid favourite colour, but I definitely love blue, and I'd say that's one of my favourites, I guess. So yeah, that was the final question. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you have any video suggestions for me while in lockdown. As I said before, I only have like a small amount of time where the house is empty and I can sit down and film properly. So let me know in the comments if you have any quick video suggestions, like videos that are fairly quick to film, even though I've been filming for probably nearly 40 minutes now. Or let me know if there are any videos that you think I could film an intro to and an outro to, and then kind of voice over the rest of the video and just kind of film it throughout the day or whatever. If you would like to get involved when I do future Q&As and videos like this, then I'll have my Instagram up on the screen somewhere, or it'll be linked in the description. Go follow me over there, as that's where I will have you guys interacting in videos and asking questions. If you have a question you would like me to answer and you didn't get a chance to ask it for this Q&A, feel free to leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe right over here and hit the post notification bell. And if you're new around here and you'd like to check out more videos, you can click right over here. There'll be like 2 over here somewhere. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you very soon for another video. Bye guys!